You're watching Stay Brony, my friends.
How you doing, everybody? It's your boy Dusty, out here in the West Coast, San Jose, California. One more time. It's a beautiful sunny day here. That's why I got my shades on. Not like I want to look cool or nothing, but it's very sunny today. Out there getting stuff done, sending out packages and getting things. Lots of stuff to do. Lots of things to do here tonight. Tons and tons of things to do tonight. One thing I have to tell you is that our friend Mando Pony had to drop out tonight for being ill, and he was ill, trust me. I talked to him on the Skypes, and he wasn't feeling too good. So he had to drop out for us. But I do have with us Ed from AcousticBrony. Edward, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, good sir?
I'm doing very fine over here in the colonies, as it were. Yes.
In the colonies.
In the colonies, yes. How is it in the mother country?
Dark.
It is kind of dark,
It
isn't
is
it?
currently 1 in the morning.
It's currently 1 in the morning over there. So, yeah. So Ed was kind enough to stay up with us tonight, just for you out there. And we're going to get into some questions here about Ed and AcousticBrony. Too bad Jimmy couldn't. What was Jimmy, anyway? He can't stay up late at night?
He's actually away from home at the moment.
Oh, is he? Oh, what's up with Jim?
Yeah. It was just unfortunate timing.
Oh, okay. What's he up to?
I believe he's actually at one of his friends' houses that he hasn't seen in a while.
Oh, well, good for him.
So I think he's just having a catch up with him.
Awesome.
Apart from that, I don't know what he's up to.
I don't know what he's up to. You guys, like,
I
you're
don't
a band. You
keep
should
tab
know
on.
what's going on in each other's lives.
God.
Gosh. But anyway, let's get into
I'm
some.
not his wife.
You're in a band. You're all each other's wives, aren't you?
It feels like it sometimes.
Which goes to my first question. Being mostly the drummer of AcousticBrony, do you feel a little like Ringo Starr most of the time?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Yes. Nice. So like Ringo Starr, did you actually get to write a song?
I've helped write songs.
Oh, okay.
But I have done a whole song by myself. Well, actually, I've done a small little stupid one that was just for kind of laughs.
Okay, sort of like Yellow Submarine.
Yes.
We all live in
But yeah, I haven't done a full song that we've released properly. Most of the songs that we've written, we haven't actually released because they're just kind of stupid.
Okay, we should put out the stupid album.
Check.
The AcousticBrony stupid album. We'll call it that.
Yeah, we'll do a pure comedy album.
There you go. It works for Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, we'll do like a Weird Al, Stephen Lynch inspired album.
Yeah, there you go. Second question. Elements of Harmony song series, which is awesome, by the way. Jimmy writes most of them, right?
Yes.
Jimmy's written all of them, actually, from what I hear. How does it...
He's written Loyalty and Generosity. Mando wrote Kindness.
Oh, cool. So how does it work between you guys and Mando and that kind of collaboration? I mean, does the melody get written first, or does Jimmy or Mando come up with the lyrics and then the melody is written?
Well,
how's it work?
What normally happens is we write the lyrics and everything on our end, like the lyrics, the music, and all of that. So taking loyalty and generosity as the example,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do the lyrics and the music on our end, and we'll record a rough demo,
Mm-hmm.
an acoustic demo with vocals, and then an instrumental rock demo.
Okay.
That would all get sent over to Mando so he can hear what the rock sound is going to be like, but also hear the acoustic version so that he has, like, it's easier to hear the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
He can focus more on it.
Mm-hmm.
So then once he's done that, he'll re-record some bits, add his own parts, send it to us, we'll do our bits, and just build up from there. But basically, it's all just done from a basic demo, and then we just kind of discuss how we think it should go from there. Change bits, add bits.
Oh, that's cool. Who are you, Ed, from AcousticBrony? Who are your musical influences? Who are you looking up to as a player?
Ooh. Well, as my drumming inspiration.
Well, drumming, bass
just
playing,
music
whatever.
in
Your music in general, heroes, as it were.
Music heroes, I would
Yeah.
have to say, at the moment, my biggest inspiration music-wise as a band would probably have to be I Fight Dragons.
I Fight Dragons. Tell me a bit about I Fight
They-
Dragons. I don't think I've heard of them.
They're very cool. They're kind of like a NES rock group. It's chiptune music mixed with rock.
Mm.
And it's really cool. Two things that I've done all my life: chiptune and rock. And hearing them brought together is just awesome. So they're a big inspiration, and inspiration for some songs that we're maybe possibly going to be releasing at some point.
Maybe possibly releasing at some point. You heard it here first,
Yes,
Rabel.
quite possible.
Hard-hitting news from Stay Brony, my friends. What is your... Well, I mean, maybe have you just answered this question. What is your favorite type of music to actually play?
Ooh, favorite type of music to play. If
Yeah.
if playing on the drums, I'd have to go with funk.
Ooh,
Good bit of funk, or just some slow blues.
slow blues. Like A blues. Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I should record some of my A blues practice and just send it to you.
You should just record them and send them across.
Yeah, we'll do something.
We'll have a proper old jam.
Proper old jam. How many instruments do you play now? I know you play drums and you play bass, but how much?
Yeah.
And some guitar. So is that it, or do you play like trombone too?
I play guitar, bass, drums, piano. I make electronic music on a Game Boy. I used to play violin. Used to play saxophone.
Mm.
They kind of withered and died because I wasn't very good at them.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But at least you can play.
That was a shame. I would have loved to have continued the saxophone. I really would have. It's one of my favorite instruments, but that kind of went nowhere. I just couldn't do it.
Mm. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Eat. Now, in learning music, okay, if any of our listeners want to learn how to play music, now that you play all this stuff, in your opinion, what is probably the best basis for learning music? Is it the piano? Is it the guitar? What would you think would be the best place to start to get a real good, solid foundation in how to play music?
It really depends on what you're wanting to go for. It's different for everyone. Personally, for me, it was the easiest way to start off was learning piano, because you learn the notes, you learn the scales, and once you've done that, it's easy to kind of transfer over to other instruments, and it's easier to help like write melodies and everything for vocals and other instruments. So personally, for me, it was easiest and best to start off with the piano.
Oh, okay.
But I know that does vary for many others, because I know some people who are incredibly talented, they haven't touched a piano in their lives.
Yeah, I can't play piano. My mom tried to teach me how to play piano. Carolyn has tried to teach me how to play piano, but I didn't catch up to anything until I started playing bass. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
That's what I mean.
How it works.
It depends.
Yeah, that's cool. You've just started university, correct?
Oh God.
Yes. Oh God.
Yeah. Again.
Third year of university. Now that you've been going for so long, what are you studying? Let us know what is got you actually going to university to try to learn something.
I'm actually doing a music degree, which covers the performance aspects of everything. So stage presence, working as a band, session work. It also teaches you music theory, the history of music, and how genres have adapted and changed over the years. The growth of artists and the music industry, record labels, and how they come to be and then fail and wither and die. Just everything music, really.
Wow, that's kind of cool. Is it? What about that is the most interesting part? I mean, I know that you're taking a lot of different classes. Some you have to take to get your degree. Others you really like to take because you're having fun with them.
Well,
what is the best part of it?
I like all of it. There isn't really a lecture or a part of it I don't like. Theory is always interesting because it's handy in so many ways. You learn so much from it. But there's also the performance aspect where you learn to kind of communicate as a band, and if you just get thrown up with random people, how you can just make it work and like feed off each other and give each other signals. You've got the history of everything and how it all came to be and how it's changed. It's all really interesting and great stuff to learn. It's all helpful in its own way. But yeah, possibly as interesting as it is, the most daunting is probably the theory side of things.
Yeah, that would be like
everything for me has always been done by ear, like trial and error, guesswork, working it out by myself. So theory is something I've never really done.
Yeah, when I first went to college, they threw me in an art history class, and I was always an artist. I like comic books, I like all kinds of different art. But then they threw me in an auditorium with like 500 other kids and started putting slides on the things like this is 1840. It's like you couldn't bore me more and not care about art than throwing me in the auditorium. It's like, oh, yeah, so bad. Jolly old England. Now you and Jimmy have been over here enough times now that you probably have a grasp on the American psyche, right? So what is the difference really between jolly old England and we common crusties over here? You know, what's the major difference between, you know, the American and the good old English chap?
You guys like your food.
We do. We love our food.
That's the first thing I noticed when I came to America. The portions of food. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, ask Screwball. Trying to get Screwball to eat an American burger the first time we went to Denny's. Oh my god.
I could eat a breakfast in America and that will do me till dinner.
Wow.
Like, honestly, the size of your breakfasts were just insane.
Yeah. The Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's.
Don't really get over here. Portions are very thin.
Yeah, even the fish and chips?
Yes, even the fish and chips.
That's what I need. I need to get over there so I can have some fish and chips.
You do. You need to get
fish
over
and
here
chips off the truck.
Fish
and chips off the fish and chip truck in the newspaper, right?
Yes.
Got to do it that way because it soaks up the grease.
You come over. I will treat you to. I will treat you to some good old English fish and chips.
Got to get over there. Got to get over there. Here's like the big question of the whole. You know, this is where I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh,
so get ready. Get ready.
Dun dun dun.
When are you ever retiring that stupid lion hat?
It's gone.
Is it? Really?
It's gone.
I missed it?
It's gone.
Which means I can never play with your furry balls again?
You can never touch my furry balls again.
No. I'm so sad.
I'm sorry, Dusty.
I'm so sad.
I'm sorry.
When did that happen? I missed it.
That was actually part of our Kickstarter thing that we ran to.
That's right.
Drag our buttocks over to Everfree.
Yes, that was part of the giveaway, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Some lovely person actually bought it for their friend, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a shame to see it go.
Oh, darn. Maybe we'll have to get you a tiger hat or something.
Tiger. I actually, when I was at Everfree this year, someone did kindly give me a panda hat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through every animal in the whole genre.
I will slowly make my way through every kind of animal hat there is.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be like Devo, right? With the power hats.
Yeah.
You're gonna have animal hats on every time you perform. I don't know if Jimmy will go for it, but
we're gonna have.
He's not here, so
we'll have to get matching animal hats.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be funny.
I'll be our thing for now.
Other than the music side, okay, we know all about your music side. What is your favorite part of the Brony fandom?
Probably the art.
Mm-hmm.
I see so much incredible artwork coming from this community, and I've always loved art. I've never been any good at it. I can't draw at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me a pen and paper. The most I can do is a stick man. But no, the artists are just phenomenal. Like, all their work is just incredible. I love it all.
Any particular favorites?
Well, I know this is going to be a bit biased considering he's like our artist, but if you ever get a chance, Bezzy, Joe, he's an incredible artist. His stuff is fantastic.
Cool.
He recently did a picture of myself and Emily from Pegasus Live as Doctor Who characters.
Oh, cool.
That was incredible. And he's also the one that designed our poster, which we're actually going to be selling at some point.
Selling at some point.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Stay tuned.
But yeah, he's pretty good. Obviously, then there's also John.
Hoseko. Wait.
Ms. Hoseko.
Drink. Yeah. Remember when you say John Hoseko,
Well,
you must drink.
You just said it again.
I know. I just drank again.
Good boy.
Yes. Out of all 3 seasons of the MLP franchise, well,
Yes.
of course, this flavor of the MLP franchise, what is your favorite episode?
Oh, you can't ask me that.
Yes, I can. I know it's 1:20 in the morning, but you just have to come up with it.
Oof. That is.
I didn't say this was going to be easy.
No, you didn't. You didn't say anything. You were just like, "Hey, it's 1 a.m. It's time to start the show."
Let's do
No
it.
information.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Well, seeing as Dash is my kind of favorite of the main 6, I'm very biased towards Dash-based episodes.
Oh yeah.
If I quite like the episode with where Dash and Scoots had that proper kind of bonding moment where
Oh yes.
Scoots was really scared and everything. I did really like that episode. That was a nice one.
That was more of a Scootaloo episode, but I really liked that one too.
Yeah.
That one was
But,
really good.
Also the one where Dash kind of takes to reading.
Oh yes. Read 'em and weep.
Yes. See, I'm bad with the names of the episodes.
Yes, I'm sort of bad with some of the names of the episodes too. So it's like I know that episode, and I know this happened in that episode, but I didn't remember what
you
it.
know what happened, but
Yeah.
just not the name of it.
The thing that had the name.
The one with the stuff.
Yes. I actually stopped by my tattoo artist today and discussed what we're gonna do with my shoulder. We're gonna do some more.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So we're gonna do some more to the shoulder, maybe some of the chest. We're gonna
Very nice.
elaborate on what's going on over here. So
I look forward to seeing this.
stay tuned. Favorite pony?
Dash.
Okay. We kind of figured that one, but you know. Okay, how about this? We knew that.
I have 3 favorite ponies.
We knew that. Okay, give us come on.
Okay, there's Dash,
Yes.
Vinyl,
Uh-huh.
and Derpy.
And Derpy. Okay, so we got Dash, Vinyl, and Derpy. Okay then. Favorite princess?
Cadence.
Cadence. One of very few people that pull out Cadence.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Bet you didn't see that coming, did you? Okay. Do you have a preference in instruments, like a brand or like a favorite set of strings? You know, brand name. Do you have, musicians sort of like find that one thing and they love it. Like some guys are Ibanez players, some guys are Gibson players, some guys are, But is there a brand name instrument that's just a favorite set of drumsticks, something like that?
Okay, I could go on for ages here.
Most musicians could.
Yeah. Okay. When it comes to drums, okay, my favorite kit has got to be the Mapex Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful kit. And as for favorite drumsticks, I would have to go for the just standard ProMark 7 A's.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there we go. And you mentioned guitars and guitar strings.
Mm-hmm.
Acoustic guitar, I'm going to have to go with Martin.
Okay, that's a good choice.
And for the strings, just simple Martin SPs. Oof. Electric, I'm going to have to go with Ibanez.
Got a couple Ibanez's around the tops here. Yes.
Yes, I do actually own an Ibanez. They're very, very nice guitars.
I'm sort of like waiting until my bass strings wear out because I want to try those new Cobalts. That's been the hot
the
thing.
bass strings are really expensive.
I know.
They're
it's sort of like $38 for a set of Cobalts, and it's like I don't want to put them on myself because I want to
It
screw
burns
them
a
up.
hole in your pocket.
It does. Woof. Okay, last question before we go to commercial. Did you teach yourself, or have you? You've gone to university, but before you went to university, and we know that you said that you sort of plucked along, but did you actually take any lessons at all?
I did take I took piano lessons to begin with because that's what got me into the whole learning music.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I got my own little keyboard at home and started working out TV show themes like Star Wars and stuff like that. It's just something fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I was like, I want to do this properly. So I got piano lessons at my primary school and learned to play an actual piano instead of this tiny little keyboard.
Wow.
And then from there, my love of music just kind of built up. I started buying different instruments, or kind of my parents did.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of fiddled about, taught myself kind of how to play each instrument. And if I needed any lessons or anything, I would try and get some like private tuition, even if it's just like a week or something, like just 2 or 3 lessons or something, just something basic to help me grasp what I'm unable to work out on my own.
Right.
But a majority of it has all been kind of self-taught through like just listening and working it out, doing it all by ear.
Headphones
as I said
and a
earlier,
cassette
trial
deck.
and error.
Headphones and a cassette deck. Rewind,
Yeah, exactly.
play, rewind, play, rewind,
Just listen
play.
to music, work it out, and kind of find your way around.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, we are going to go to commercial, and we have a brandy new commercial this week, people, because you know what happened to me? I was walking down the street the other day, and all of a sudden, this blue pony with white and blue mane came up and just put her hooves in my chest and said, "You have to do me a commercial!" Okay, Colgate, not a problem. Back off. Calm down. Because she obviously saw what happened at the library. The library got tons of people after last week's commercial, so she wants a commercial. So she gets a commercial. So here we are, the brand new commercial for Colgate's Dentistry. So sit back, watch this, and we'll be right back.
I got better things to do around here than brushing my teeth.
Dental hygiene is just so not cool. No time to brush. Must finish these dresses. Alicorns don't need to brush their teeth. I'll just use your toothpaste cannon. If you're like any of these ponies, your dental hygiene is no good. And that's why you come to Colgate's Dentistry. We guarantee clean teeth in 30 minuets or less. Now come on, say it with me, Rainbow Dash.
Ugh, brushy, brushy, brushy.
Rainbow Dash, hold still.
That's right, ponies. That's what you get if you don't brush. You get the drill. Rainbow Dash found out all about that, didn't she? So go on down there to Colgate's Dentistry. Tell her that DustyKatt sent you. You get 10% off your teeth cleaning. I set that up for you all by myself. So make sure you go down there. And that was Colgate, voiced by Rena Chan and animated by James Barkley, who has animated James on YouTube. Go check him out. All right. So with that, we are now into upcoming convention season, because the convention season is still going on. Still going on. So what we need to do here is get going with it. I'm getting, sort of more and more technical. I actually have things to put up over my shoulder when I talk about these things, so give me a minute to get it up there. I really need a director. That's what I need, a director and a switching board, so I can just be myself and have everybody else do this. That one. Hopefully that goes up over my shoulder. So the first is, of course, Sac Brony Expo. That happens this weekend, and I'm going to be there. Apple Cider's going to be there, and that is in Sacramento, California. It's a one-day on Saturday. He and I will be doing a live episode of Bronyville Podcast, so don't miss that. Go to expo.sacbrony.com for more info on that one. So next is Canterlot Con. Canterlot Con is going to be in Toronto, November 16th and 17th. I'll be there, as well as Rena Chan, Hot Diggity Demon, Jesse Nowak, DJ Midley, and Beam Pegasus 5. Tickets are now on sale. Canterlot.ticketbud.com/Canterlot2013. So check that one out. And then after that, we also have Brony Fanfare, which is in Austin, Texas, September 13th, 15th, same weekend as Canterlot, if you can't get up north. So they're going to have Matt Hill, who is Soren, and Sam Vincent, who is Flim, will be there. Check out bronyfanfare.com for more details. And then also we have, again, this season, we also coming up, DerpyCon South in New Orleans, October 4th to 6th. They're going to have an Ellie Heed. Brony Days Paris, France, October 26th, 27th. Running of the Leaves in Denver, Colorado, October 31st through November 3rd. And, of course, Nightmare Nights in Dallas, Texas, November 8th through 10th. Now, we sort of have a special announcement about the 2014 con season coming up. So I need to get somebody at the call here, if she's available. She better be there. And I've got to find her. Just a minute. Sandra, where are you? Oh, my computer's sort of lagging right now. Come on, where are you? There you are. Sonia, where are you? Are you there? Sonia!
Hey, Dusty, how's it going?
What's going on, baby?
Oh, we got a little something cooking up.
Little something cooking up, little something.
Little something, something.
Okay.
You have a lot on here as well?
I can't bring him in because of technical difficulties, but I have you. I need you to give me the lowdown as to what's going on.
Okay, sure, no problem. Well, we've been cooking this up for a few months now, and a few of you may have heard something. I think a few cats got let out of a few bags. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
But I'm on here to announce what we're calling the Bay Area Brony Spectacular, or BabsCon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be April 18th through 20th, 2014. So that's Easter weekend, if that matters to anybody. And we are going to be having it at the rather luxurious SFO Hyatt Regency Hotel. And there's more.
Is there more?
There's more.
Tell me about it. Tell me all about it. I want to know.
Well,
I want to know right now.
We have a guest of honor already.
Really?
Oh, yeah, we weren't going to announce without a hotel and a guest of honor.
What?
And I'm very pleased to announce that our first guest of honor is going to be Andrea Libman.
Andrea Libman? Yes! That's going to be awesome. Yes.
It's going to be totally awesome.
Totally awesome. Andrea Libman's going to be there. So, next Easter, get your flanks to San Francisco, because we're going to have a good time with Andrea Libman, and Andrea loves San Francisco.
I know. That was one of the reasons we were so keen to get her, was because she just kept saying, I love San Francisco, and I was like, oh my God, we have a chance.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. So, that is cool. Anything else planned so far, or is that the whole thing? I know it's way early.
I know. We do have some more plans, but obviously we want to keep spacing stuff out, and we want to keep interest high in the con until we get there. But don't worry, there'll be a steady stream of announcements coming from us about programming, about further guests, and I also just want to take a little moment to do a shout out also to our Sac Brony friends, because I'm going to be there as well. Not just there to pimp BabsCon, but. Also, we didn't want to rain on their parade a little too much because, big announcement, blah, 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 and they're happening this Saturday. No, everyone should go to Sacramento.
Yes. We got to ramp up. We'll go to Sac Brony Expo. I'm going to be there. We're going to have all kinds of fun there for one day. It's going to be great. And then come spring, once the rain stops, the rain's kind of got to stop in April. Usually rain stops in April. So.
Oh, by then, yeah.
Yeah, by then. So it's going to be great.
It'll be nice and bright, but most of the tourists won't have gotten here yet. It won't be too crowded.
Yep.
But no, like I said, we're I can't tell you what we're planning, because if I told you, I'd have to kill you, and I don't think I can, because you're too manly.
You're true. That's absolutely true. and you know what, people? Cable cars.
That's true. Cable cars.
You need to come just to ride a cable car.
or to eat some clam chowder out of
Clam
a sour
chowder,
bread bowl.
sourdough bread bowl,
Gotta
crabs.
have. But I also just want to mention a couple of other things. We are we're a co-production of Bronies of Northern California, so I want to give a big shout out to Bonk, nearly 900 strong, one of the biggest Brony meetup groups anywhere.
Yes.
And we have the sponsorship of Anthropomorphic Arts and Education, who are the people who have been bringing you Further Confusion for the last 16 years. And we've been working with a lot of folks with a lot of experience, both in local cons and other pony cons, just to make sure that we do the right thing.
The right thing. That's what you need to do, people. If you want to put on a new con, find people who've done it before, who can give you a good hand. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite excited myself. I'm so awesome. Yes. Quite excited.
Nervous-sighted.
Yes, nervous-sighted. So we're gonna get on with the program. Thanks a lot for your time, Sonia.
Thanks, Dusty. Nice to talk to you.
No problem. Catch you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was awesome. So we have a new con coming up in the spring, and that is going to be here in San Francisco, Babs Con. So if you can be here for that weekend, get here. That would be awesome. Let's see. You still there? Ed?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't lose you. That's the first time I ever brought in somebody on that. So we're going to go into charity. Last show, Brent Hodge was on, and we had the ALS Society of Canada. That's Lou Gehrig's disease. And we came through with flying colors on that one, people. $620 was raised, and a new member of Rarity's Generosity Hall of Fame, that would be Zabazane Kura. Zabazane Kura, thank you very much for your generous donation. And with that, we're going to go over what you're going to get. If you win, you get this Pinkie Pie signed book by GM Barrow. And it's signed like right here in nice pink. And then you're also going to get this gold card, Twilight. This is just from the set. It's not the special one, but it's a gold version from Pink Pearl Apple. Thank you very much, Pinkie. Pearl Apple. And because we broke $500, this signed Ashley Ball Rainbow Dash right here. And that was by Spike Firemain. Donated that to us. So, with that, I have a hat full of names right here. We're going to shake, 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 shake. We're going to dig, and I think I'm going to pick this one. Let's see who is on this little paper. And it's the guy who should get it, Zabazane Kura. You win, buddy. So I'm going to get a hold of you for shipping details a little later. So, I'm going to set that down here. Yes. Hat on my head. Okay, now, we have a special charity this week. Now, how many people know who Tabitha St. Germain is? I'm sure you all do. So, I was surprised. I was completely surprised, flabbergasted, and nervous-sighted when I got home from work one day, and there was a Skype voicemail left for me by one Tabitha St. Germain. And I'm going to let you in on it. So, I'm going to play that for you right now. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Tabitha St. Germain. How you doing, buddy? I was just here at Brony Cam over the weekend, and the Pyle family was here. You know, Brony Granny and you know, the whole redheaded clan, and they're just going through it. The granny got a broken neck. The son's got a leg operation happening, and I'm wondering if it might be possible to do something. I don't know how your charity situations are set up, but I'm wondering if it might be possible to do something to help the Pyle family. Would you let me? I don't know what your protocols are, how you usually go about doing stuff like that. Would you give me a bingo if you think about it? Thanks a lot, my lovely. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Give me a bingo if you think about it.
So, yeah, she got with me about the Pyle family, and anybody who remembers the Pyles, they actually worked a camera an entire weekend at BronyCon to bring you Everfree Network coverage of the Lunar Room. So they were there all weekend taking care of that for you. And if you remember, if you'd gone to Everfree Northwest, Brony Granny was there actually working registration. So, and she's very, very happy to be part of our wonderful herd, as it were. So with that, I'm going to try and find another special guest somewhere in my Skype. Give me just a second, people. I'm looking. I might have lost her. But I was going to have Susan come on if I could find her. Susan, if you're sitting there, send me a message on Skype so I can get you in. So with that, we're going to have a charity drive for them, as put to us by Tabitha St. Germain. And that is going to be on... where is it? Medical support for the Pyle family. Brony Granny, Brony Mommy, and her son, who is also going through a knee surgery. That's on giveforward.com. So if you go to manliestbrony.com, as usual, you will see the link to Give Forward, to give what you need to them, and they do need some help right now. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Add to the call. Add to the call. Here they come. Come on. Skype, be nice to me. It's always Skype, isn't it? Pick up. Here we go. It's trying, I swear. Come on. But anyway, we're going to be doing that for them. So if you go to manliestbrony.com, register on that site, then you go to Give Forward, register on the site. It was the same site that Kiki Havivi's family used. So most people are known to that site. And we are going to do something incredibly cool with giveaways on this one. So, to start with, if you give $5, okay, I know you can give more, but if you give $5, you'll be in the raffle for giveaway. Excuse me, not a raffle. So I went digging in the back room, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to do some blind bags. So we've got the rarity blind bag, along with photo finish and hoity-toity. So that's available. Then Zakora, we got this one, and we also have Twilight and her sister and brother. So those will be up. And not only that, Tabitha St. Germain headshot, signed by Tabitha. Okay. And I had another one of these laying around. So I thought, you know what? This is the best time to use it. Derpy card. Okay? That's for $5. Now, forward. If we break $500, Tabitha herself has told me that she will give away a mystery surprise of surprising unsurprisedness. And if anybody knows, she comes up with some really good stuff. So, I feel that's not enough. No, it's not enough. So I got permission from the nice gentleman who donated this. This is rarity. This is a very gorgeous plush rarity. If anybody gives $20 and we break $1,000 on this charity, you will get a chance at this plush rarity. But you have to give $20 and we have to break 1,000. So get your friends, get your family. These people need some help. So we need to do something wonderful. We need to come through for these people because they've come through for you before. It's time to give back. Okay? And I'm sorry, Susan, that we couldn't get you on because derpage. You know what? In 2 weeks, when we go to give away all this wonderful stuff, we're going to have you on the program then. Okay? So sit back, sit tight, and we'll have you then. All right? And with that, charity is over for the week. Now I need to find Screwball. Where do you Screwy?
What?
Oh, ah!
What?
There he is. Hi, Screwy.
How's it going?
I lost you for like a month.
6 weeks.
6 weeks? Where the heck have you been?
I've been everywhere, I guess.
Everywhere.
I was
Everywhere.
at BronyCan.
BronyCan. And
Yeah.
you know what? You said you were going to send me like vacation pictures and you never did.
Buy some apples.
Right, I didn't.
Dude. PG show. Buy some
Fudge.
apples. Buy some apples. Buy some apples. So, how you doing, buddy?
I've been doing pretty good. I actually just got, I guess you could call it, quote unquote, promotion at work. So
Nice.
hey, so it was quite the tiring day.
Ooh, tiring day, huh?
Yeah.
So what do they got you doing now?
I used to be customer service at Future Shop. Now I'm entertainment. So if you need to know anything about video game consoles or movies or that sort of thing, I'm your guy.
Well, they knew all about, putting you into entertainment, dude, because you've been doing it for over a year. You're
Yeah.
quite entertaining.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you are. So, how many questions we got out there, buddy?
Oh, it's oh man, a lot.
Oh, man, a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot here. I'll bring them right on up here. So I got Ed. Are you still alive?
Just about.
Just about.
See, I know how you feel because I'm exhausted too. Probably not as much as you, but I am pretty tired. But yeah, I'll get right on it. So this one is from the Andy Mac for you and for you, Ed. When you first went into loyalty, did you plan for the rest of the song? Did you have a plan for the rest of the song in the Element series, or did you improvise as you went along?
So what, like, when we were writing Loyalty, did we plan to do, like, kindness, generosity, and all that?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Loyalty was kind of just a one-off song we wrote and didn't ever release. We were just kind of sat on it for ages. And eventually one day I kind of pressured Jimmy into releasing it. And I was like, dude, we need to release this song. It needs to happen. And we finally did, and people were demanding more. So, yeah, the series kind of happened.
That's, you know why, Jimmy? I mean, Ed, you know why they demanded more? You know why?
Why?
Because it's bucking awesome.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to hear that. Even though I'm kind of sick of that song by now.
How can you be sick of that song? Every time we get together, I sing it. How can you be sick of it? Yeah. First time I interviewed you guys on the show, you played it and I sang with you. I didn't do a very good job, but it was fun. It was like...
Oh, that was a fun performance. I
It
did
was.
really like that day.
Man, that was fun.
That was a lot. Thank you for having us on that, because that was a lot of fun.
Next.
Sorry, I was just had to mute my mic for a second there. I'm using a mechanical keyboard. If you hear this, that's
It's
not
screwy.
good.
Yeah, it's screwy.
So this one is from Flare Runner to Ed. Which Element song are you not looking forward to write/perform?
At the moment, Magic.
Mm.
We have some big ideas for Magic, and it's going to be quite a daunting task.
You can do magic.
I'm not
can
saying
have
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm
desire.
really looking forward to it, but it's just going to be a big task, and I hope we can pull it off.
70s AM rock, dude. It works.
Hmm?
70s AM rock. It works.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it's done.
Next.
I'm just trying to figure this out. So Firemain just messaged me, and I'm
Yes.
trying to talk him out of this.
What?
But he says that if the charity was to get to a $2,000 mark, he would carve the winner's OC.
Wow.
But his hands need a break. But then he says that there was a filing system error with his doctor, and that he should do all right, and he should be able to carve it. So I say, yeah, if you guys could hit the $2,000 mark on this charity, which would be absolutely freaking amazing.
Yes.
Firemain would he does these amazing wood carvings. I got mine. Everyone, yeah, I don't know. It's but he would carve your OC.
Done deal. Done deal. I just wrote it down.
Oh God, there's a train driving by. Hang on, I need to close my window.
Okay. I'll just wait. Because I don't have a way to ask questions. So I'll just wait here. Choo choo choo.
Choo choo.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, done deal. $2,000. $2,000. You get your OC carved by Spike Firemain.
That's a done deal.
That's a done
I love
deal.
that. And I want one myself, really. Another one. So I'll get on to the next question. So this one is from Bot117. Question for Dusty.
What?
What would you do if you saw James Justice knock on your door?
What would I do? Well, for one, I'd scream, James Justice! And I'd say, James, what brings you to my door today? And he'd probably say, Dusty, there is a rabid box of cornflakes in your cupboard that I must take care of. I'd say, really? How did you know? He'd say, cornflake senses. I said, really? Really? You have cornflake senses? He said, yeah. How did, superpower. It's like, well, I'd better get out of the way then. So I'd step back and I'd let James into my house, and he'd go into my cupboard, and he'd find those rabid cornflakes, and he'd rip the box apart, and they'd fall on the floor, and he'd stomp on them, and make sure that they could never harm me again. And I'd thank James Justice for his time, pat him on the back, and he would probably leave out the back door, flying away, like the superhero that he is, leaving me to clean up the smashed cornflakes. But that's just what James Justice would do. He'd leave me to clean up his mess.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, I imagine a movie being made out of this.
Next.
Dusty.
Yes.
Susan is on Skype right now.
I know she is. But we're going to bring her in at the end, in 2 weeks, when we're going to have the drawing for all the stuff, where she can explain a little bit more about what's going on. Because as we're going to have our little promotion for 2 weeks, but her charity is going to go on for about 100 days. So anybody, we're going to continue to push this for a little while. So we're going to have her on at the end when we have everything going on, and have them in here to explain a bit about what's going on at that time. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it then.
So this one, so this one is from Shakira Speeder. You know him well for his awesome OC pony art sets,
Yes.
but he was wondering if you'd like a recreation of Dusty's and AcousticBrony's VA pony art set for you all.
Why not?
I say hell yeah.
Why not? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
To the yeah.
Oh, I could just tell how tired you are, Ed.
Hey, I'm trying.
Have a Red Bull,
Yes.
Ed. It gives you wings. Look,
Oh,
look at
God.
Twilight.
I wish I had Red Bull right now.
You'll turn into an alicorn.
I'm already an alicorn.
Oh, yes. An elegant
Have
alicorn.
you not seen the AcousticBrony alicorn picture?
Yes, I have.
I have, yes. Thanks, Emmy Larson. So this one is from Evil Truth. For Dusty, why is your facial hair so awesome?
Because I put probably a half an hour of effort into it every day. And if you put in time into anything, you'll get better at it. So I spent a lot of time on my follicles, making sure that they're perfect. I have them numbered, so I know which one's out of place. I can just done. So, yes, time and effort will get you everywhere in this life.
So this one is from Love and Tolerate. A question for Mr. Ed. Whatever gave you the idea of starting to make such great My Little Pony music in the first place?
What got us starting with pony music?
Yeah.
Oh dear. We were actually at college together, and we were in a band at college doing like songs for the course and stuff. And one day I can't remember who it was. It was one of us. We came in wearing a pony shirt, and the other one was just like, "You ponies." And we found we both had this mutual love for My Little Pony, and we're like, hey, we're in a band, we play instruments, we both like ponies, shall we do some pony songs? And yeah, it was just one of those random things, so we decided to do a couple of covers of show songs, and somehow people liked them, even though they were recorded on a phone. And yeah, it just kind of took off from there.
Isn't that how Queen started?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
They all met each other at school.
And they recorded covers of songs from a kids show on their phones.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's how Queen started.
Yeah. There you go. You learn something new every day.
Sorry, I'm just...
Sorry.
I'm Canadian. Leave me alone.
Hey,
a boot.
Hey, a boot.
And
What's that all about? What's that all about?
oh no! Stop it!
Ask
So this
questions.
one. Ooh, so this one is from. Sorry, I'm just losing my mind today.
Yep.
Oh man, not this name again.
What?
I'm just gonna call you Taku. Taku Satsukuga or something like that. To all, what would be a good crossover example? What would be a good crossover? For example, My Little Pony and Transformers.
I'm thinking My Little Pony and Science Ninja Team Gatchaman.
Ooh.
Yeah. So all the
Ooh,
and
nice.
on top of that, it would be Equestria Girls and Science Ninja Team Gatchaman.
Okay.
And then all the girls would be human, and then all of the elements would be the different birds. I can work it out. I can make it work. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Fair play.
Yeah.
I'm quite liking the idea of My Little Pony. So like you, Equestria Girls. So
Yeah.
them as humans.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know the show Card Captors?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd quite like that. I don't know why. That's one that just came to my mind.
Show from your youth, maybe?
Yeah,
Yes.
that might be it.
Yeah. Same for me.
I'm trying to think of one. It's hard. See, I'm just looking at my big pile of movies. And I'm like, what would go well? Shoot, this is.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. My Little Pony and the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my yeah.
Always wanted to like.
And you know what? It would be Octavia and Vinyl Scratch as
Yes.
Jake and Elwood.
Yes.
They
Wait,
did some
doing
references.
original Blues Brothers or Blues Brothers 2000?
Oh, Blues Brothers 2000 never happened.
Good. Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's sort of yeah. That's sort of like
That's right.
every Highlander movie after Highlander 1 never happened.
I loved James Bond, so I would love to see more ponies, James Bond stuff.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Ooh,
See,
Yeah.
I just finished yet another compilation. This is my
Con main.
third compilation of James Bond.
Yes.
So watch them all in order is such a blast, and oh my goodness, I'd love to see that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I like this. So this was from Gavin Japp. Question for all: what was your favorite part of the new Bronies React? And Dusty, how well did Black Griffin do with his impression?
Everyone says he nailed me. I don't get it.
He
It must be
totally
because it's
nailed
me.
you.
Probably because it's me. I don't know. I don't. He wasn't wearing a mustache for one. Sure, he might have got my voice right, but you didn't have the manliness to go with it. It was okay. It was all right. He'll come visit us someday, and we'll do something. We'll see how well he hangs with a Manliest Brony. Trust me.
What about you, Ed? What did you think, or have you seen it yet?
I haven't actually seen it yet. I've been meaning to, but I've just been too busy.
That's 45 minutes
I'm probably
long.
gonna watch it tonight. Before I pass out, it is my mission to watch the new Bronies React.
It's 45 minutes
It's
long,
so
buddy.
funny. It's
Okay,
so
then it's definitely not my mission for tonight.
It's very well done.
That's very well done.
There's a lot of stuff that they pinpointed out that I never even realized.
Mhm.
Mine was
I didn't notice the guy in the back doing the Gangnam Style. I never noticed
Yeah,
that.
I did not notice that, and then I was
Oh,
like,
really?
"Holy
Yeah.
crap!"
Yeah, that's funny.
That made me laugh unbelievably hard. I never even noticed. They were so funny. I loved you in it, Dusty. And I love that you actually made the reference of Applejack really should be wearing jeans.
Yeah. Well, it's like skorts. No. Rainbow Dash would not wear a skort.
No.
Not happening.
Oh, this question. Actually, this is...
Excuse me.
Woo! Oh, holy crap. So this one is from Marby. Question for Ed. Which pony music do you like better, Vinyl Scratch or Octavia?
Did you just say Final Scratch?
Mhm.
He did. He said Final Scratch.
I'm an Octavia fan.
You know what? You know what?
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 Doesn't Vinyl Scratch just? They're both good. They're both good.
They're both good. I like the Vinyl Scratch drops when it's not overly wubbed. But when Monty did the I Am Octavia song.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that was a
goodness.
Good job.
I'm like, okay, how much better can Brony music get? Not much. Holy man.
That's one
Wonderful.
really talented lady.
I'm trying really hard to get her on the show. Soon, people, soon.
Oh my goodness. So this is from Farmain, for you, Ed. Ed, have you seen Ed, Edd and Eddy? And if so, which character do you relate to the most?
Yes, I have seen it. That's taking me back a few years.
Nostalgia.
I don't know. I don't think I could actually kind of. I don't know who I would most relate to. Dusty, you've seen Ed, Edd and Eddy, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Who would you say I'm most like out of the three?
Oh, Double D.
Okay.
Double D. For the time that you and I have sat down and talked to each other, I would, we're both buds, but I think that you're a little bit, Jimmy's more gregarious, so he's like Ed, and I think that you're Double D to his Ed. Or Eddie, Eddie. You're Double D and he's Eddie.
Well, it's a good thing I do spell my name with two D's then.
Yes.
There we go.
So this one's from Violent Brave to Ed. What programs do you use to edit your music?
All of our music is written and recorded in a mixture of Logic, Cubase, and GarageBand.
GarageBand.
GarageBand. Yeah, so it's a real mix.
Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. I'm out of it again.
Know how that feels.
Yeah, we share this feeling. So this one's from Bongar. A question for both Dusty and Ed. What is the best hard cider sold?
I have a really great penchant for Angry Orchard ciders right now. I love what they're doing with the different flavors. So, and they sell like a 12-pack of all the different flavors. So I don't have to actually decide on one, which is awesome. So I've sort of gone to Angry Orchard for the popular, mass production cider. I haven't really started into champagne ciders yet. So as soon as I find one, I'll let you know.
What about you, Ed?
I don't actually have a favorite, or one that I can kind of choose.
I just say apple juice. That's mine.
Just apple juice.
Apples.
Apples.
I like the apple juice.
Oh. So this one is from Gavin Japp. Question for Ed. How did you and Jimmy start an epic bromance?
How did we what?
Start your epic bromance.
Oh dear. How did Jimmy and I start our epic bromance?
Yep.
That's a question we don't get every day.
Yeah.
Again, college. We met at college, and we were sat in a lesson, and we were like thinking of when we should go up on stage to perform, and we both got up on stage at the same time. Performed. I don't remember what song it was. I think it was "Use Somebody" by Kings of Leon. Ugh. And yeah, it was one of those lessons where like you don't have a band, you just get up and perform. And I think after that we just kind of got talking and stuff, and that's when the band came together, and then that was the start of our epic bromance.
We made the band back together.
So this one is from Marby. Question for Ed. Of all the songs you and Mando created, which one do you like the best?
Ooh. I am quite a fan of Generosity, considering that's the most recent one, and we've put so much effort into that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we did have the pleasure of working with the lovely Monty.
She was lovely.
I do also like a different one that we worked on, which was the Nightmare in Everfree. It was a kind of Halloween-y dubstep kind of thing we tried to do. It was quite fun.
That's cool.
It was something very different, something we hadn't done before. So yeah, I think those two are my favorite. Generosity for the amount of effort we put into it and how it turned out, and Nightmare in Everfree because it was something different that we hadn't done before.
Cool.
That's awesome. So this one is from Flare Runner. To all, do you watch NFL? And if so, what's your team?
Yeah. Detroit Lions. Grew up in Detroit. Lions. I don't know if Ed watches NFL football.
That's what I was wondering.
No, I don't.
You should.
No. No.
Actually, I don't watch it either.
You watch that Canadian rules stuff.
Yeah, I watched CFL and
CFL.
Here's the thing.
BC Lions.
You do not know rivalry until you live at the town I live at.
You don't know you don't know rivalry in football until two towns in Canada have the same team mascot.
Same team mascot?
Yeah. There's the Rough Riders and the Rough Riders.
No, there's the Rough Riders versus the Saskatchewan Rough Riders versus the Edmonton Eskimos.
Right.
You do not know rivalry.
You don't know rivalry like those two. But there was a point in CFL history when two teams had the same name, the Rough Riders.
Really?
Yes. Back when I was a kid. So.
Oh, goodness.
Can't remember where I've heard about this before.
Toronto Argonauts. I can almost name every CFL team from when I was a kid. Almost. Hamilton Tiger Cats. Toronto Argonauts. Edmonton Eskimos. What was it? Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
I'm more of an Edmonton fan.
And who was in Vancouver? Can't remember.
Well, I can't think of it. Oh no, this is bad.
Oh no, this is bad.
I can't even think of it.
Anyway, moving on. Like 2010 said, we're moving on. Love that song.
So this, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. This one's from the really new Mop. Yep. Like that name. Ed, favorite Brony song out there?
Favorite Brony song?
Yes.
I am quite partial to a bit of Black Griffin and his Proud to Be a Brony, the remix version.
The remix. Awesome.
I am very, very keen on this.
You know how many times I've tried to sing that? I've really actually tried to cover that song, and I can't.
Do you know how many times I've tried to sing that?
Oh,
and you know I can't sing.
Well, that's, yeah. But it's like, so many times I've tried to sing that song, and it's like, I can't wait till he comes down here and shows me.
I can't wait till he gets his butt over to the UK.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't wait till you get your butt over to the UK.
I need help. I need one of the cons to basically bring me over there.
It is a bit of a trek to go from the UK to America or vice versa.
On this side of the West Coast, yeah. It's like,
yeah,
West Coast here too. It'd be hell.
It's crazy.
Yep. The fastest way is to go over to the North Pole. But
what, really?
Yeah. You go over the north. You go over Antarctica instead of around the equator. It's shorter.
Do they actually do that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's scary.
Yes, they do.
I'd hate to crash there.
Next.
I'll forget that. Oh my goodness. So this is from Pink Pearl Apple. She wants to know, Dusty, at the next convention at the first convention she sees you at, is she allowed to paint your face?
No.
She has the urge to just make art all over your head.
No.
Come on.
No.
Why not?
No.
Dusty.
No.
There has to be a reason.
Because.
Well,
that's why.
No, that is not.
It's because.
I'll get like 30 guys, which that's probably as much as they need to hold you down so they can paint your face.
It took 4 of us to win an arm wrestle.
Oh my goodness, that was so funny.
That was hilarious, actually. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was it was even I was the one with Race Best filming it.
Next.
Everfree Northwest.
Yep.
So this one's for Nor Ninja. Question for all: what genre of music do you like most?
Ooh.
Everyone knows mine.
That's a loaded question. Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ed?
I'm gonna have to agree with that.
See, mine's orchestral, and it has every mood. So, if I'm sad, orchestral. If I'm happy, orchestral. If I want to kick some butt, orchestral.
Yes.
Well, look at you.
I am...
Ouch.
I am more... I think I am more akin to 70s rock. pretty much. So, Fleetwood Mac, The Who, early Zeppelin, ZZ Top in the 80s, even ZZ Top before the 80s, before they got big, things like that. Cream, singer-songwriters of the 70s, if I was in that mood. So I think I'm more stuck in the 70s because I was a little kid, from 68 to 78, 10 years old in 78. So basically I was stuck in the back of the seat with, when we went on the family trips with the 8-track going roundy, and whatever my parents were playing at the time. So it was a pretty good musical education. My parents had a pretty wide flavor of music that they liked. What about you, Ed?
My favorite genre of music. Ooh, I'm probably gonna have to go with a bit of Nez rock, like Hi-Fi Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, mixing two of my favorite genres into one. Epic sound. Epic.
Gotta love Epic. Ooh. So
Always
this
gotta
one's
love
from Imperious. A question for Ed. Do you have a favorite author in the UK?
Ooh.
Author.
Ooh, honestly, I don't.
You know what's a good one?
No.
Tolkien.
Ah.
That was a good one. You gotta love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. See, now I wish I had said that.
You know what? Let's say you said it and I didn't say
Okay,
it.
yeah, right.
Okay.
We can just edit this, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Get on it.
We'll just kind of we won't even get me to say it. We'll just literally just move move the voice around, and we'll just have you saying it where I should say it.
Yeah, there you go.
And just pretend it's the same person.
I'm gonna have to pull off that accent somehow. I can't do accents.
You'll have to work on your Ed voice.
Yes, I have to make the perfect Ed voice. You know what? That should be an
That is your
accent from now on. That's the
That is
accent
your
term now. Ed.
After this show,
Yes.
you need to go straight to working on your Ed voice.
I'm so tired though.
It's only 6:14 in the afternoon. What are you talking about?
7:14.
Oh, that's right. You're central.
7:14.
You're central.
I think
Okay.
after this, I can play some
quarter
Dead
past
Space White
2 in the
Castle.
morning.
That's true.
Oh no!
Just 2:15. We only have 15 minutes left, dude. Hang on with me. Hang on with me. Hang on.
Hit
Next.
on. So this one's from Daft Punk 3. Hey Dusty, I'm in an art class just like you had. What is your recommendation to be able to pay attention or to flat out be distracted?
Pay attention. Normally, what I would do is I would take a pin, and I would poke myself with it to keep me awake. And I had to, because I was running 2-a-day college football practice, plus I was doing a full 18 credits of courses, and basically I would sleep, do homework, and do football practice. And you'd have morning football practice, go to class, try to stay awake, and then when classes were over, you went to football practice. So it was, after about a month of that, it was like trying to stay awake was basically, I took a thumbtack and basically just kept poking myself to keep me awake. Just not drawing blood, just enough to basically stimulate my pain sensors to like, wake up, come on, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. But that's what I would do. But don't do that, because don't hurt yourself. But I did that to wake up. We didn't have Red Bull back then. We didn't have anything. All we had was Coca-Cola and other caffeine products. And it's like, I remember the first finals I ever had in college. I think I took an entire box of No-Dos in a week, and that was a bad week. Coming down from that was like, oh, I don't even want to remember it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
There's oh shoot. I'm thinking. Sorry. I found one of my friends who works in Connect Pro. He he told me some pretty scary stuff about energy drinks that they actually kill the adrenaline gland, and so basically you can only function with energy drinks. Without it, you're like constantly tired and you're constantly sloppy, you know. And then I was like, whoa, good thing I don't drink energy drinks. That's why I'm always so energetic. Besides today, right now.
You're fine, Screwy.
I'm hurting. I'm hurting, bro.
Are you hurting, bro? Well, give me another question.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, but this one's for Ed. So this one is from
Change Justice!
That'll wake up everyone.
That'll wake you up.
And this one is for you, Ed. You guys and Mando have written songs about the main six in Scootaloo. Any plans to write songs about any other characters?
We did have a few plans. I don't know if they're all still gonna happen or not. We did have a few. I need to get on to Mando about them. We have written an Apple Bloom song, which is kind of like a folky. If you've ever listened to Frank Turner, it's kind of inspired by him.
Nice.
We performed it a few times at some Brony meets and some conventions, but we've never got around to recording it. So that might be an interesting one to kind of make into a actual fully recorded track.
Does it have banjo in it?
No.
Oh, you're killing me.
It's just acoustic.
It needs to be. Needs to have some banjo in there. Banjo track. Put it in there.
We'll try and fit some banjo in somewhere.
Awesome.
We'll try.
Do it.
But yeah, we've got the Apple Bloom song that I just mentioned. We've got the rest of the elements to do.
That's a full plate right there.
Yeah.
Jimmy and I still need to work on the rest of Colgate's quest. That's been put on hold for a bit.
I instantly thought of Brody Quest because of that.
Oh no! I'm gonna get out of this call with you guys. I'm gonna try and get to sleep, and then all I'm gonna have is that going round and round in my head constantly. I'll close my eyes, and all I'll hear is.
Well, we could sing Pink Fluffy Unicorns Dancing on Rainbows.
Pink Fluffy Unicorns Dancing on Rainbows. Yeah.
Pink Fluffy. Okay. Fine. But yeah, that's that. We will have more songs for other characters. We just need to get round to do it.
Awesome. Don't overwork yourself.
Yes. Still have to go to school.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well,
so this...
we're taking a bit of a rest at the moment after all the conventions. We do have a lot of literally loads of songs to work on.
Yes.
It's just coming up with the ideas for them.
It's usually what happens.
So don't worry, there will be some fun things.
That's sort of why I don't have a song out lately in the last couple of months, because I sort of ran out of ideas. I got some ideas upstairs which my voice isn't ready for yet. So I keep trying these things and it doesn't sound right, so I just don't work on them. And then I have to come up with an idea in the vocal range that I can actually sing in, and then I'll work on something. I keep coming up with these really great ideas for songs I can't sing. Because it's not my voice range.
The thing is, we come up with the ideas. We get the ideas for an awesome song.
Yeah.
But then we can't write it. We just get writer's block straight there.
Nasty.
We have the idea, but that's about as far as it goes. It's really bad. But hopefully that'll change fairly soon.
Yes.
Get back on track.
Get back. Get back.
Get back.
Get back to where you want to belong. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, so this one is from where I put it. There's from goodness from so this
Those are
one
from
is
Flufflepuff.
it's from
Flufflepuff is here?
Flufflepuff.
Oh, yeah.
And her question is or that gasp she does. I think that's. Oh, and then the. Why are we doing this? What?
No, because it's funny. I don't know.
Okay, on track. So this one is from Gavin Japp. Question for all: what instrument / genre of music would you like to be able to play / compose?
Ooh. I would love to do, the acoustic guitar singer-songwriter of the 70s. I would love to be able to do that because I'm a huge Jim Croce fan. Huge Jim Croce fan. But I can't play acoustic guitar because my arm's broken. That's why I tried to play bass. But it's like, oh, I would love to do that. Acoustic guitars are just like butter. The sounds that come out of
They're beautiful.
An acoustic guitar are just gorgeous. Oh my
yeah.
God. Yeah. Love to do that, but I can't. So.
I'd like to do the whole singer-songwriter thing as well.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You know what, Ed? This is what we'll do. Okay? Because you can play, and I can sing.
And you can sing.
Oh.
I see what's happening here.
I see what's happening here. We might have to corroborate.
I think we might have to.
I think we might have to. Yes.
Righto.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I went. Yeah. But no, yes.
Yes, we'll have to come up with a singer-songwriter of the 70s type song. Yes, that'll be good. Yeah.
I wish I could do string music, violin or cello, just so I could play with Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
Cello.
Cello.
All right.
No, you earned it.
Screwy.
YOLO.
We're at it.
Swaggins.
I need that question. That question.
Oh, Ed.
I need that question you've been saving all show.
Goodness.
The good one.
This question. Wait, I think this one was already asked, was it? It is from Fluff and Pop. No.
No.
Oh goodness. Sorry. I can't even think now. I can't even think. Goodness, I have Fluff and Puff in my head. So this one, I'll just go. I'm just gonna read the most random one. Here we go. So this one is from Vine.
Screwball.
YOLO.
Would you make me some breakfast?
Swaggins.
Wait, what?
Would you make me some breakfast?
Some breakfast.
You don't get
What do you want for breakfast?
That's what Chrysalis asks her at the end of Pink Fluffy
Oh
Unicorns.
yes. Can you make me some breakfast? And then she scoots along.
Yeah. Okay. Question.
like
I'm sorry.
breakfast.
Question. Go ahead. Question. I won't
Okay.
break in anymore. Question.
Okay. So this one, I'm gonna go for this one. I think this one was already asked though, but from Ron. Damn it! I have to face palm. So this one is from Mono Grade to Ed. I think I face palmed so hard I got a red mark. So this is from Von Bray to Ed. How did you become a brony? I don't know if that one was asked already.
How did
you actually become a brony?
I think I'm bleeding. I face palm so hard.
You're killing me, Screwy. You're killing me.
No. Let's see.
I've lost it, folks. It's over. I've lost the show.
Dusty's broken.
I've lost the show.
We broke Dusty.
Oh God. Lost it. Yep.
Oh God.
Yes.
Answer the question.
Basically, kind of. You've got me all confused now.
How
I
would you
can't
be?
think. I can't think straight because of you. I used to. Well, I didn't really used to watch it, but when I was little, my mum used to kind of look after one of her friends' kids, and she would always be watching My Little Pony on the TV and that. And since I'd be in the same room, I'd be like, nothing else is on. Might as well watch it. And I was quite enjoying it. It was quite good.
Awesome.
So yeah, that kind of got me interested, if you will. And then when I heard it had made a comeback and kind of been revamped, I thought I would give it a check, give it a watch, and see what I thought.
Cool.
And it was incredible.
Yes, as we all know.
It blew my mind. I was like, this is completely different from what I know, and I'm loving it. It's so much better. And yeah, I just kind of fell in love with it, watched it, and now I'm where I am. I'm a
we
brony.
are over the rainbow.
We're all here because of the show.
Way up
Where
high.
the rainbow.
Yes. And with that, we come to the end of our fabulous program for the evening. And I want to thank Everfree Network, Screwball, and Ed, Amy, my wonderful girlfriend, Sonia, for coming and telling us all about BabsCon. And that's going to be, remember, check out babscon.com for all the information on that one. And before we split, I'm going to tell you all about the wonderful list of shows that you can go watch the rest of this whole week here on Everfree Network. First off, you start off with Mondays with our wonderful program right now. And then you go to QD Art Crusaders, which is Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, where the CAC find and talk about the best art this fandom has to offer. Then KPNY, Odd Weeks, Wednesdays, that is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is a radio drama, which is about what if the ponies discovered us? What would happen? Check it out. Equestrian Inquirer, that's Wednesdays bi-weekly, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and it's the source of the truth in Equestria, and I think they might even be on hiatus right now. But check that out. I think their regular evening would be next week. Into the Spotlight, and that is the live songcast, that's the Osaka Jax show. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, focuses on the person behind the brony and gives that spotlight to people that really deserve it. Check that out. Sketchy Sounds Live Songcast, which is Thursdays, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2-hour live set played by Sketchy for you on that beautiful acoustic guitar that he gets to play. Post My Video with Jay Haller and BVids, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, the premier video and animation showcase show for all the PMBs. They have guests, they have all that stuff. Check it out. Brony Breakdown, which is actually on hiatus right now, but that's Saber Spark and Paleo, Thursday, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern. Check that out when they're back. Funny. Lunar Republic Takeover on the radio side, Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Nightmare Moon takes over the radio and plays all of your favorite Brony tunes by request, if you can get to her, if she'll take your call. Mixology with DJ One Trick and DJ Midley. That's Saturdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is two awesome DJs take over the stream and wub it for you all evening long. Eastern Sounds with Frozen Sound. That's Saturdays, 11 a.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. Eastern. 2-hour live mix of Brony dance music scheduled for the European time zone so our European fans can get a whole bunch of dancing on. Saturday Night Songs with Michelle Krieber is on actual hiatus. That's usually Saturdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Blue Screen Bronies is Sundays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. The guys help you find all the good games that are out there and avoid all the bad games that are out there in the gaming world. Pegasisters Live, Sundays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, where Emily and Tay tell you all about the fandom from Pegasisters' point of view. Kind of like what we do here, but from the Pegasisters' point of view. And with that, we are done. A couple more announcements. One, our guest in 2 weeks is Private Stampede, also known as Snowflake in real life, also known as Tyler.
Oh.
Yes, Snowflake is going to be right here live in the studio, which is my front room. He's going to be here in the house.
What?
Live. Yes, in 2 weeks. So make sure you come back and say hi to Tyler. And also, something we've been working on for a while. Everybody's wanted it. Guess what? It's here. New t-shirt is live. Yes, redbubble.com. Look up Everfree Network. You will find the t-shirt for this very program. $24.95. Any color you want. And guess what? You can even order stickers. Yes, you can.
Always good to have a sticker.
Always good to have a sticker. So, check that out. Brand new t-shirts are available now. What are you waiting for? Show's over. Time to go buy a t-shirt. And with that, thank you very much to Ed. You're still there, right? You didn't fall asleep? That's what I thought. Okay, and with that, Screwball, thank you for coming back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my internet had a slight surfage.
Yeah, slight derpage. Slight. And with that, we're out of here. We're out of here. Ed, go to sleep. That's what I thought. Good night, people.
Good night.
Say good night, Screwy.
Nighty night.
Bye.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.